You know, wrestling fans, this is going to be short, sweet, and to the point. This Monday Night Raw wasn't too bad. It was a go-home show to the Royal Rumble. So you would think WWE would just make a great, grand, wonderful, fantastic Raw. They didn't. It was just, I won't be going back to watch this one. But it was an okay show. I'm just going to put it that way. It was an okay show. Saw a great match between Rey Mysterio and Andrade. Nice to see Humberto Carrillo again. He's back, and he wants that United States Championship. He wants Andrade. Wouldn't surprise me a bit if we saw those two at the Royal Rumble for the United States Championship. If not, I'm sure it'll be a Raw later on down the line. Wrestling fans, tonight, go-home show, 2 Monday Night Raw. What did we see? The latest jobber for Eric Rowan and Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy has been deluded to being a jobber in the WWE. If you're losing to Eric Rowan, you are officially a jobber. I'm just saying that. I'm not going over the match. It was worthless. It's disgusting that Matt Hardy is a jobber now. It's difference in losing the talent and getting talent over and jobbing out to Eric Rowan. That's all I'm going to say about that. We saw Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy become the new Raw Tag Team Champions tonight, defeating the Viking Raiders, in which I thought, and I will always think, that match should be on the Royal Rumble card in some form or fashion. Or we should have seen the AOP versus Samoa Joe and Kevin Owens. Something of that nature. Some form of that nature on the Royal Rumble card. There's not enough matches. I don't know if you noticed this, but there's not enough Raw matches on the Royal Rumble card this year. Undercard. I mean, what's the one match that really sticks out? Asuka versus Becky Lynch. That and Brock Lesnar being in the Royal Rumble, number 1. That's it. That's it. They could do so much more with what they have going on Monday Night Raw and putting it on the card itself this Sunday. They're not. They're overloading. They're oversaturating the Royal Rumble card with SmackDown's rivalries that they don't even care about Monday Night Raws, and it completely shows with how Raw handles each and every Monday night. Tonight definitely showed it. Humberto Carrillo reemerged. New Raw Tag Team Champions. We saw a useless, absolutely useless mixed tag team matchup, and Lana and Bobby Lashley versus Rusev and Liv Morgan. Who cares? I'm tired of seeing Rusev lose and lose and lose and lose and lose to the almighty cringely of the WWE and Bobby Lashley. Please move on to something else, or please give Rusev a W, okay? Something. I mean, come on. Him popping out of a wedding cake and disrupting the wedding is not a W for me. Now, one thing I did notice tonight is AJ Styles. AJ Styles in the OC continues to just kind of float around on Monday Night Raw, not really doing anything, you know. They made one little appearance in the Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton matchup, but they're really not doing anything. Now, wrestling fans, I'm just going to be honest with you. Something's about to happen with AJ Styles. And if I'm wrong, well, nobody's right all the time. But AJ Styles, WWE has this tendency, Wrestling 101 with them, is if you're not doing anything right around the Royal Rumble, guess what? Boom! Something explodes, and you're off and running on the way to WrestleMania, and at WrestleMania 36 this year at Tampa. Whether that's the WWE Championship or not this year, he's going to be doing something really important. I just have this feeling, if you're an AJ Styles fan. And speaking of the WWE Champion and the WWE Championship, wrestling fans, Paul Heyman mentioned something tonight that made me cringe, and I really hope we don't have to put up with it. It is the fact that he stated that nobody that is contractually obligated to go into the 2020 Royal Rumble matchup is worthy of competing with Brock Lesnar, and there's not one champion that's worthy of competing with Brock Lesnar on one pay-per-view in the WWE or any other pay-per-view, so on and so forth. Wrestling fans, do you know what that means? I just want you to picture this, and I want you to picture how cringeworthy this is. Cain Velasquez dumping Brock Lesnar over the top rope onto the outside, and Brock Lesnar's feet hitting the floor. And we see Cain Velasquez versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 36 for the WWE Championship. Cringe. Cain Velasquez is not contractually announced yet. Not yet. They're not going to announce everybody. They'll have to keep a couple people for a surprise. What do you want to bet they keep him for a surprise? I hope not. I hope not, wrestling fans. And you're going to get my full preview and predictions of the Royal Rumble on Wednesday, okay? But just picture, because when he said that tonight, that was the one thing that came through my mind. Cain Velasquez dumping Brock Lesnar over the top rope, and Brock Lesnar's feet hitting both of Brock Lesnar's feet hitting the floor. And that sets up their match for WrestleMania 36. Now, I would rather it be AJ Styles or someone like that, a rematch from a past Survivor Series or something, and have someone that actually deserves to take the title off of Brock Lesnar, take the title off of him. But no. I see Vinnie Mac having Cain Velasquez do that. You all let me know what you're thinking in the comments below. Ugh. Now the Street Profits segment. The Monday after the Wrestling Weekend thing. Y'all go back and watch that. That was hilarious. They had their own segment now. Made it kind of like the Tonight Show. It was funny. Had R-Truth there talking, doing his own commentary over at Houston at the Astrodome. It was hilarious. Loved it. Keep it up. Keep doing that segment with the Street Profits. The ending of it. It is... Val Venis. They were doing Val Venis with the Otis and Mandy Rose segment. You can just keep that up. That's all I can say. Because I was laughing. It gave me a big smile. I cracked up when I saw the end of that segment. But you keep that up. Keep having them do that on Raw, Paul Heyman. Tag team titles changed. You know, there's really not a whole lot for me to go over tonight. A lot of people are probably upset about the tag titles changing. Look. Those of you that are Buddy Murphy fans, this is a good thing. Now, sure, he could be a United States champion and get some rub off of being with Seth Rollins' group at the same time. Being tag team champions with Seth Rollins, instant getting a rub off of Seth Rollins. Getting heat being associated with Seth Rollins. I like what they're doing with Buddy Murphy right now. Does it kind of hurt the tag team division right now? Yes, it does. Okay? But for those of you who think that everything that they're doing is shoving Seth Rollins down our throat, because I know there's going to be some people out there that thinks that. And I know what a lot of you are thinking. Well, this is just coming from a Seth Rollins fan. Look, I was a Roman Reigns fan until they started shoving him down our throat. So, just give it time. See what... how far they go with Seth Rollins. see if I change being a fan or not. But look, for those of you that are not Seth Rollins fans because they're shoving him down our throat, so to speak, he's not WWE champion. He's not facing Brock Lesnar right now. He's not doing any of that kind of crap. He's simply just the top heel and has the tag team titles. Who knows? Maybe. Whichever tag team beats him, they'll get a rub from beating Rollins and Buddy Murphy. Let's hope that. For some reason, I'm trying to look at this in the most positive way I can. Okay, wrestling fans. Those of you that are looking at this in a negative light, try to do the same thing I'm doing. Okay? It's hard, but try to. Anyway, I'm getting out of here. And, because there's really not a whole lot else for me to cover. I mean, Asuka got the upper hand over Becky Lynch tonight. And the Kairi Sane versus Becky Lynch. And that means Becky Lynch is going to win at the Royal Rumble. So, wrestling fans, I'll see you Wednesday for the Royal Rumble review. Or preview and predictions. Excuse me. And, till I see you then, Catch you on the other side.